Welcome to another episode of RustySims. Welcome to another episode of RustySims. I'm AJ, this is my Let's Play, and this is John and Elly Switchback. John Switchback is feeling a little tired, and also the house is disgusting, but the house seems to be in always a state of disrepair, and we're okay with that. The Switchbacks are not the neatest people. They do have a lot of clutter in their home, but that's okay. We like them. This is John Switchback. He's a retired ball player. He's eating bad food. No, John, don't eat bad food. Let's go ahead and get John a quick, not a sack lunch, a quick meal. I think a ham and cheese sandwich would be nice. And hopefully he will get off of eating this bad salad. We don't want him to eat the bad salad because eating bad food leads to illness and death, and we don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up the bad food for the Switchbacks. But as I said, this is John. He's a retired ball player. He is retired, and his objective in his retirement is to master mixology. Get to level 10 mixology, and that is his goal in life. Here with the soccer ball, or football, depending on where you're listening, is Elly Switchback. Hi, Elly. Elly is a retired... Elly didn't have a job. Elly was, I guess, a stay-at-home mom. And now that she has a daughter who's an adult, and she has 2 grandchildren, she is here in a Texas home trying to master fitness. And you can see Elly is already pretty fit. She's a level 2, I believe, and she randomly pops out a soccer ball and plays with that. So good for Elly. The Switchbacks live in Texas, and this is their very typical Texas home. Our objectives in this episode are to get Elly and John to level 4 in their respective areas. Now, John is a level 3 mixologist. Let me verify that. Yeah, John's a level 3 mixologist, but Elly is only a level 2 in fitness. And so we've got to get Elly less on the computer and more on the basketball court, which is in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and send her out there now. Let me see what her needs are before I put her there. I know John is very uncomfortable, and we have to get back to cleaning up the kitchen. Elly, on the other hand, should be okay. Let's check her needs. Oh, yeah, she's got good needs there. And John is tired, but other than that, he's got pretty good needs. Let's go ahead and let him finish his ham sandwich. Run to the restroom. Let's do walls down, or walls partially down. And John's going to go to sleep while Elly... Oh, hold on. There's a crazy party. We like a crazy party. And that was John's brother Bartholomew calling. And unfortunately, John missed him because I couldn't get to answer the phone fast enough. Shame on me. John has a brother about his age who lives nearby, sort of nearby. So you will see Brother Bartholomew or Brother Bart pop in from time and again. You will also see Bella and Howard, who are John and Elly's daughter and husband. You will also see Leela and Camryn, who are the Switchback granddaughters. I'll show you the family tree right now. This is Camryn. She's a teenager, not the best high school student, but we have high hopes for our Camryn. This is Eliza. Sorry, I think I said Leela. This is Eliza Baker. She is not the best student, but she has a lot of promise, and she's just an adorable little girl. This is Bella. Bella is the Switchback's daughter. Her name is Bella Baker because she's married to Howard. Let me see if I can pull Howard up. She's married to Howard there. They have 2 children. They live in the area. They don't live with the Switchbacks, but they do come by now and again. So you will see Bella pop up, maybe invite her parents out somewhere, and you will see Howard kind of come in and out too. This is the Switchbacks' home. They have a beautiful 1-story Texas-style limestone house, and they live here in their retirement. Now, RustySims is the series I created to get Sims to achieve their goals, bucket list if you want to go that route, before the end of their lives. And so my goal is to get a Sim to level 10 in their chosen skill, building their chosen skill to sorry, I'm running my stopwatch at the same time, to get them to level 10 in their chosen field before they move on to the next phase, which is the end of their lives, before they die. So Elly and John are woohooing, which is good. We're going to leave them to that. I'll give you a little tour of the house. This is the girls' room, the granddaughter's room. Should the granddaughters happen to visit, they have their own place to sleep. This is a very tiny computer area here, mostly Elly's because John has his own space. This is a very large kitchen, and what you see in the background is the porch. You can see the porch here. That table needs to be cleaned. Laundry room is over there. Foyer is there. It's a very simple home. Living room is here. Very open floor plan, very cozy, lots of property there. And this is the alleyway where there's just a lot of junk there. You know how those things go. This is John's area, the two garages, and one garage is his trophy room, where you can see his sports shirts are there and his trophies and balls from a very long sports career that he's now retired from. And this is his bar. He's converted one of the garages into a bar, and our objective in this episode is to throw a party and use that to get John's skills up, and also to get to know their bigger world. This is the fourth episode of the Switchbacks story, so we definitely want to expand out and get to know some more people who exist in their world. Now, for the sake of honesty, I have to tell you that I made some small tweaks to this before I started this game. There were some floating things from where I had raised them up on shelves, and so I got rid of some things that, when walls are down, tend to float in the middle of the room. I didn't like the way that looked. I also got rid of the computer. If you remember, there was a laptop here in the granddaughter's room that John seemed to love to engage with. I got rid of that because I actually want John to use either this old computer here, which is Elly's computer, or actually the family computer, or this computer, which is Elly's computer, or his own computer, which is over here in this area in his special room. So I got rid of the girl's laptop because I thought it was just a little extra. And John's asleep. I actually thought that was him in the tub, but it wasn't. It was Elly. Let's see how Elly's skills are. Elly seems to be happy in all areas. So instead of me cleaning, I think I'll get... No, actually, I'm going to clean. I said I was going to clean. I'm going to clean. But I'm going to get Elly to playing basketball. Basketball is Elly's primary way of getting exercise. And I couldn't find the basketball hoop, but I found it now. So I will get Elly shooting around. Her aspiration is to level out on fitness, but if you've ever played Elder Sims, you know they tend to get very tired. And so with Elly, we want her definitely to reach her milestones, but we have to be extra careful because she is an Elder Sim, and I have seen Elder Sims die from overexertion due to exercise, so I want to avoid that. And now I'm trying to clean up that table. Oh, good. So I wanted to make sure that the table and the trash were in the same line of sight, so I wouldn't have to move around as much to get that table cleaned. And there were hamburgers, veggie burgers on the table. I couldn't tell you how old they were, so I didn't bother to put them in the fridge. We'll just make more veggie burgers at another time. One of the things I wanted to do with Elly, and I'm going to let her play basketball for a little while, is I wanted to swim because I wanted to see if swimming increases fitness points. I'm not sure that it does. I know it does improve their swimming, and I know that swimming becomes a skill, but I don't know if swimming and fitness are correlated. Okay, so John, what time is it? It's Friday at 4 in the morning. That's not a good time to plan a party, but I do want John to plan a party and have some friends over so that he can get a little boost in his mixology skills. And I don't know what he's doing now. He seems to be just staring at the computer. I get it. Let's go ahead and... Oh, he's moving on. Okay. We'll let John read a book because that seems to be what he wants to do. And with Elly, Ellie's playing basketball, so we'll let her do that. I'm trying to get a shot of... I'm trying to frame out Elly and the basketball hoop so you can see how terrible she is at her current level. Now, Elly has both a bladder and a hunger issue, but she's so close to leveling up, I think I'm going to push it and let her level up. Come on, Elly, you can do it. You can level up. Level up. Okay. Okay, Elly's, like I said, her goal is to max out on fitness, and I think she's at a crash point with bladder, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. There is only one restroom in the Switchback home, so getting over there is going to take a little bit of time. So there, Elly's on her way to do that. After that, I think I'll have her make a salad, or let's try something other than salad. It's breakfast time, so maybe John can cook. Of course, now he's skill building. Elly can cook breakfast, and I think a fruit salad sounds like a fun. I don't know if I've ever seen a fruit salad in Sims, but that will be breakfast, a fruit salad. So Elly's going to make a fruit salad after she comes out of the restroom, and John is over in the bar area. You know what, let me tell Elly to make that salad again because somehow that function has disappeared and I don't want to forget the fact that she's really hungry. Oh, there's John. He made himself a drink and now he's back in the house. That's okay. So I'm biding my time with John, who is a little farther along on skills building than Elly, because I want him to throw a party today, and I'm going to do that as soon as it gets a little late in the day. I had said a few episodes ago that if overuse of the bathtub was going to become a point of annoyance for me, I was going to get rid of it. I was right in that. They seem to randomly use the bathtub, which is something that they don't do with a shower, so I'm going to delete the bathtub and put in a shower. And I'm doing that because the baths take a much longer time. Taking a bath takes a lot longer in The Sims than taking a shower. And Sims tend to, I guess, fool around in the shower a little bit. It drives me crazy as a game player, so I've taken out the bathtub and they now only will be able to take showers. I don't think this is a terrible adjustment because, and of course, he just came out of the bathtub. Now he's taking a shower. I don't know what's going on with John, but it's not terrible. The only time in Sims you absolutely need to have a bathtub is when you have toddlers, because you can't clean a toddler in a shower. You need to pick them up and put them into a bathtub, and that's why bathtubs are critical there. I think pets are the same way. I actually don't play pets. I don't prefer to play pets. I don't like the commitment that it takes to raise pets in The Sims. That's just my personal preference. There are a few packs I don't play, and pets is one of those. And so I think you need a bathtub if you have pets so that you can bathe your pets. But since we don't have pets in this Let's Play, and we don't have toddlers in this Let's Play, I'm going to go ahead and stick by my idea of removing the tub in favor of just the shower, so that when Sims have hygiene issues, they can just get in, out, and on with life. And John's in the shower, and I'm going to have him use the toilet before he comes out of there, but then I'm going to go away because I don't necessarily want to see him taking a shower or going to the bathroom. All right, Elly leveled up. Huzzah! Absolutely huzzah! Elly is now level 3, which is great because John is also level 3, but of course he's doing mixology and she's not. And I want to, now that she's level 3, I want to get her to level 4, but I also want to get John to level 4. Yeah, I want to get John to level 4. I want to get Elly to level 4. But for John, I think it's late enough in the day to throw a party. So we're going to throw a party, and John is going to bump up his mixology skills because of the party. So I don't know where in the house John is. Okay, there he is. We're going to plan a social event. See if this idea will help John with his mixology skills. Elly should still be at the ball. Yeah. Good. In front of the basketball hoop. And John is going to tend bar. Okay. This interesting looking character is Bartholomew, John's brother. Judging by the amount of beard hair that he's John's older brother. Let's say he's John's older brother. He doesn't look nearly as cool as John. And the grandchildren are here as well. And I'm trying to figure out where, if they're on the front of the house or what. Sometimes it takes a little long to move through here. One cheat is to shift and then use your arrow keys. That helps you move through the world a little faster. And this looks like Eliza. Okay, well, she doesn't want to be here. That's okay. Elly should be greeting her guests. I'm going to take her off basketball for a minute so that we don't lose our guests. I think we've already lost Eliza, but we didn't lose Camryn, who's right here. This is Camryn. This is Nair, the local Bart. I'm sorry, that's Howard, the son-in-law. This is Bart, the brother. And let's get Elly to order some drinks. And she's going to order Bella a drink. And John's going to be making some drinks. And John, let's see. John's a level 3, so he can make a Ridgeport. So we'll make a Ridgeport. And with a little less talking, John will be able to raise his skills. But right now he seems really intent on chatting. So it's difficult. Something's wrong with, oh, she's got H. There's our little grandchildren. Okay, this is Eliza, and Bella is, of course, going to share a secret with Eliza because that's her adorable granddaughter. And this is her daughter, Bella, and, oh, that's Nair. So Bella is her daughter. She's going to give her daughter residence keys because that's what you do with your adult children. You give them complete access to your house. So giving residence keys allows Bella to come and go at will, which means that we'll see her a lot more. She's more likely to just drop by. And we are just building a relationship with Ella's granddaughter, Eliza, there in her summer gear. Everybody's kind of in their summer gear. Elly is in her fitness gear. And Camryn is really nicely dressed up. That's Camryn, our granddaughter. And let's get him chatting with Camryn, but also making drinks. And I'm going to give her residence key as well, because she's John's granddaughter. And she should come and go at will. And I thought I could make a drink for multiple people. It's kind of rude that John made a drink for Nair, but he didn't make a drink for his granddaughter who cannot drink from the bar. So I guess we're going with it. Something's wrong with Elly, and I don't know what it is. Oh, she's tired. So John and Elly, for some reason I can't remember her name. Elly's tired and she needs to sleep. So let's go ahead and get her asleep. There we go. And that'll take some of the exhaustion. Like I said, with fitness, seniors tend to get tired very quickly. And I have seen a senior sim die. So I want to be extra careful about putting them in a position where they can overexert themselves on physical activity. And I'll always be conscious of that. And I think this is a good way to meet other characters. But it doesn't seem to be that great of a way to build skills because John's actually not building any skills. We had a chef. Okay, good. So there's a chef and the chef cooked something. What is this? Oh, BLT. The chef cooked BLT So our family gets to eat without the trouble of cooking, which is great. And also we should have some leftovers, which is doubly great. And Kelly Parrish is a frequent MPG in the game. You'll see Kelly. I think sometimes she's the caregiver and sometimes she's the cook. Oops. So this is the Switchback family. This gentleman is Howard, who is Bella's husband, Eliza and Camryn's dad. He's very young looking, but I guess he's old enough to have 2 children, including one who is a teenager. And I guess because Camryn was yelling a little while ago, she can now eat by herself at the bar. The rest of the family, minus Elly, are here at the table. And I think Elly probably is rested enough. Yes, but now she's hungry. So let's get Elly out of bed and into the kitchen to grab a meal. Good. So Howard has moved. People are moving back and forth in a very strange way, but I'm going to go with that. Here's Uncle Bart. So Ellie's feeling flirty and in her pajamas, and now she's going to grab something to eat. There's a lot of bowls around this place. So these are faux BLT sandwiches that Kelly Parrish cooked because she was hired as the caterer. I'm not sure what these are. Oh, she made a caprese salad and a fruit salad. Okay, lots of cooking was done here for the party that the Switchbacks are having. John called this party on a Friday afternoon because he wanted to use it. Oh, the house party was terrible. That is probably because I was having some audio issues and I squandered the first half of this without audio. So, yay, we'll try it again, but that's okay. That is okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to thank the guest, who is Nair, for coming. Or she's not, because she doesn't know him. John, he's a friend of John's. John's asleep now. Grr. Well, we're just going to ignore the fact that there are people here. And, yeah, we're just going to ignore the fact that there are people here and let them work it out for themselves. Elly is going to play basketball. That's her primary means of exercise. And maybe she can play with her granddaughter. A dunking competition, and okay, with her daughter, because apparently her granddaughter is not available to do that. So Elly wants to get to level 4, and she primarily does that with basketball. And John wants to take a nap because he's sapped of energy. One of the weird things about Sims is that they don't just go to sleep. They tend to nap unless you direct them to sleep. And the bad thing about napping is that it doesn't fill that need as much as sleep does, which I guess reflects real world. But now we've got John going to sleep, and you can see there are more arrows in sleep than there are in napping. Elly has changed her clothes, and she is now crushing it in basketball. That's a lot of swag for somebody who's only level 3, but I do respect it. And of course, she's playing with Bella, who is also good at basketball. See, this is a basketball family. John was a professional basketball player. His wife and daughter did not take that lightly. They totally held their own in the backyard basketball court. So, good on them. Okay, I'm going to try to do a little cleaning. These Switchbacks are not the neatest people, and I can't clean that up. Okay, so I'll get Elly to clean that up. She's probably hungry, but that's okay. How are we on skills building? She is still just a level 3. Not a whole lot of progress since a few minutes ago since she quit. That might be because when you challenge somebody, you don't always get to play for very long. So one thing I want to do, because I'm tired of the dirty house, is I want to hire a maid. I want to hire a maid to come in and clean up all of these dishes on any given moment. And you can see that Elly is cleaning up, but I don't want cleaning up to inhibit her ability to build skills. So I'm going to let her clean this up, but I'm also going to hire a maid or a housekeeper to take on that responsibility so that Elly can just focus on being her best self as a retiree. And she's going to do this before she gets on the phone. Load the dishwasher is what we do. And I'm going to schedule a maid, $20 an hour, let her come over and do all of the cleaning so Elly can get to playing basketball. Another thing I wanted to do, and I'm still not sure how I'm going to accomplish this. I want to buy some exercise equipment, and I'm trying to figure out where in the house that would go, because the Switchbacks have a very tight little house. Their house is not huge. It's just a 2-bedroom, 1-story house. Yeah, we can get rid of this stuff. Nobody's using this computer. It's old. You can see it's probably from the early 90s just by looking at how old that thing is. I think I'm going to use this area for a fitness room, a little bit of fitness. So I'm going to go ahead and switch into build mode, delete some of these things, get rid of that whole contraption, and get rid of that. I'm going to leave the things on the wall because I like those. And I'm going to choose some exercise equipment, which is in skills building. There we go. Okay. I think we can get away with this small treadmill here. Or maybe, yeah, let's put it there. I was going to put it in front of the window, but I think that's just an aesthetic. For me, it's not practical. Now, what I'm concerned about is this is a fairly small hallway, so I can't really get a lot of equipment in here, which means that I can put this in front of the window. I thought it'd be fun to look out the window while you're working on the treadmill. This is a closet here, and this is John and Elly's room. This is the bathroom, and this in the next door is to the grandkids' room. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying to figure out if we can have a second piece of equipment. Where can it go? And I think I don't want to put it outside. I guess I could put it in here. This is the alleyway between the garage, the 2-car garage, and the house. And you can see there's just a bunch of junk here. It doesn't have a huge purpose. So maybe I'll go ahead and put some outdoor equipment here. I think if I do that, they're not going to be able to walk out here. So that's my challenge. I apologize. I'm going back and forth trying to figure things out just because I don't want it to... You know what? I figured out what I'm going to do. I have a rock wall somewhere in here. And I'm going to go ahead and put the rock wall completely outdoors. But I'm going to put it here in the back. So I'm looking for the rock wall climber. That is not it. I love that this says wipe down your equipment. That's awesome. I know in the fitness pack, there it is. Okay. In the fitness pack, there's a rock wall. This is it right here. I don't often use this just because, as you can see, it's giant and it's not something that you could put in your house, but you could put it in your yard. And so now I'm going to get Elly working on that. So Elly's potential for fitness is, let's get her on a gentle climb. Elly can use the climbing wall, she can use the treadmill, or she can use the backyard basketball hoop. And she has lots of venues to work out. She also has the pool, which we haven't really tried. I don't know if she can earn fitness points for swimming or if swimming is a skill within itself. I should know the answer to that, but I don't. And there you have it. Okay, so here goes Elly. It's a gentle walk. And the backyard seems to be the place to be for this. If weather's going to be a concern, because we do have weather in this game, I'm going to have to figure out a way to protect that rock wall without if I don't protect it, it may get wet. If it rains and the rock wall is outside, it will probably break. Rain in The Sims tends to burn out electronics, as I guess they do in real life, so that's going to be a concern. But for now, it seems like all systems are go. She is building fitness points. This is a gentle climb, so she's not doing a whole lot of overexertion. Even though she's tense, she's gonna be fine doing the rock wall. She's gonna get better. She's not getting better now, but this is what's called a gentle climb. So she did that. You can tell that the impact on her is actually pretty heavy. So she's gonna go to bed, and I guess she's gonna sleep on her husband's side of the bed, which is fine. All right. Well, Bella's calling, and she wants to go out for dinner, and that's something that I would love to do. So our Sims are going to go out to dinner, and I'm thinking that Uncle Bart is somewhere nearby. He must still be in the house. I don't know where he is. I'm not worried about it. I hope he's having a good time doing whatever it is he's doing. But I'm going to send John and Elly to meet with Bella for lunch or dinner, depending on what time it is. I didn't quite catch what time it was. Okay, I think I'm going to end it here because this is a particularly long episode and I don't want to extend it. So I'm going to end it here, but we'll pick up next week right here at the cafe. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you noticed the improved audio quality. And come back if you've had a good time. Share it with your friends. Talk about it, like it, subscribe.